Definitely private. Maybe just, I don't think funny. Maybe just scared.
That was the most honest answer in the history of this podcast. All right, it's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. The power that a beard has on a man is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
It's a paradox, though, because when you're younger and you learn about the power of growing a beard to like hide your double chin and kind of give you a jawline, it's like, oh my God, the beard is the most powerful thing in the world. I think it's the equivalent of like a push-up bra or makeup or whatever. And then when you get a little bit older, you learn the power of shaving your beard. I mean, you look like you're 22. You look like when I first met you again.
Yeah.
People are asking you if you dyed your hair, what you do differently.
I don't know. Why do you think I have dyed my hair?
It does look a little lighter on like the little wispies.
No,
but
I
like,
haven't done anything to my hair. I did shave my face.
Like, I mean,
It's a hat too, I think.
Yeah.
You look like-
the whole ensemble is probably a little kiddish.
you look like, no, I don't mean it in like a bad way. I mean, like you look 10 years younger. It looks like, you know, when you first started working for Barstool.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, but plus 50 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say you said it. But you put on 50 pounds like muscle, dude. Shut up. Like I am currently at the point where I look that middle one right there is probably so like that's probably 10 years ago though.
Yeah, it's probably like
That's more what you
I
look
would
like.
say 7. Yeah.
Look at it. Obviously, if you're listening, please go to the YouTube to watch, or check out our Instagram. We'll put all these pictures up. But you really got to see the differences of Feitelberg. This is how he has so many doppelgangers. He also has so many.
I look like a million different people.
You do. You'd be a great spy.
I have no conviction for anything, even my appearance.
But it's funny because you take pride in it, but it's just always this way. Look at that one. Look at that one right. No, yeah, the middle row right there. My favorite is going back. We should do this every, like, let's put a date on the calendar, maybe once every other year. You got to give enough time in between. And Feitelberg is a paradox in himself because you look at him and it's like, in the moment, I think it's fine. You know, maybe like you push the boundaries of style a little bit, so it's like, oh, that's a weird thing. But it's never like, what the fuck is that guy doing? But then we look back and you'll be like, why didn't you guys tell me I look like Benjamin Franklin? And it's like, in the moment, you didn't look like Benjamin Franklin. Now with that haircut, you kind of did. I don't know. But short hair, long hair, beard, no beard. You look great in that thumbnail with Alex Cooper and Grinnell. That's a good one. I think you look great there.
Oh, yeah. Who is that? That's not Alice Cooper.
That's Kate Ellis.
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Who?
That old intern, Kat, from a couple years ago.
Rings a bell now. Yeah.
But now, so then when you get older, like I probably need to make the decision myself, but I'm between, does seeing my double chin look worse than seeing my ratty multicolored beard?
I
'Cause
like
I'm at the
the
point
beard.
where I have brown, red, a little bit of black, and now I'm getting gray patches. And when you have patchy gray, you look old.
I think you should let the hair go long and get the beard. Because I think Grinnell tweeted out recently a picture of us in Vegas. And it was like the Barstool hockey team in Vegas. They were in Vegas for the draft, and he was like, last time we were in Vegas, we won the Chicklets Cup or whatever.
Yeah.
We won the D division of it's actually crazy, I think. We won the D division of the Chicklets Cup with 2 Division I hockey players on our team. Scott Darling, who used to play for the Blackhawks, and Patrick Sharp. And we played in the D division.
And a Hall of Famer. Yeah. That's funny.
But anyway, he tweeted out those pictures, and I missed it. Because back then, I had the fucking crazy beard, I had long hair, and I was like, coming back, winter 2024.
I was going to say, that was COVID times?
Yeah,
we both
it was
went-
definitely more recent past it.
We both went all out hair and beards COVID times.
Yeah.
And I had that like hockey like flip up in the back and everything. Like that was by far the longest I've ever had my hair. But it makes such a haircut and a beard, either having a beard or shaving a beard, makes all the difference in the world. He
He tweeted 4 pictures. There were 2 better ones, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah.
I mean, from the back of your hair there.
That one I did.
Oh!
I was like, I missed that.
It's also the headband too, though, like because it makes this poof out, and this in the middle is tight. You look great there. What?
Oh my God.
Jackie disagrees. Don't care. I'm bringing it back.
Or maybe Jackie thinks you're hot and she's uncomfortable about it. That would be weird.
Oh wait, speaking of hot, I have heard that Roman noses are in now.
You know why? Because of who?
Who?
Kennedy's grandson. He just did
all
Vogue.
it takes is some guy with a fat nose.
He just did a magazine for Vogue, and he's got the Roman nose and
Roman nose.
It's one of the best marketing tricks ever. They just take guys with gigantic schnozzes and say it's from Roman emperors. Who's Kennedy's?
I liked it because I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, he's got a honker on him.
Okay. You know what? I saw.
Look, he's Xeroxing that shit.
I saw a viral tweet. I didn't know who this guy was, and it was just like, it was a British person being like, "We don't have this in America. Or we don't have this in England.
Yeah,
it's like a class
Jews.
of like."
That's what the Roman nose is. Just if you have a big nose, but you're not Jewish.
Yeah.
They have to come up with a different name for it, so they call it.
But he was like,
Roman
it's an academic dress and an attractive man. We don't. What do you call it in America? And someone just quoted me and said we call them Kennedys. But I didn't know it was actually a Kennedy.
That's funny. Yeah, well, you're in then, baby. You're looking young. You got a huge honker. It's your time to shine. So anyway, the president almost got shot in the head. I mean, truly I would say, 9/11 takes the cake. And then maybe this?
I slept through it.
Did you?
I woke up at like 8 o'clock to a bunch of texts.
Wait, what time of day was it?
I think 6.
Steve, my man Steve was right on it. He texted me within like a minute. I was like, yes, let's go. Even the rest of my war team of people who send me things were late on it. Steve was on the ball.
The only one I replied to was Tommy Smokes. Tommy was like, "I told you." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Tommy told me that they're going to take the power down at the election day, and then he tried to use an "I told you."
What is
so
he at Dante?
On
Dante's level? Dante had himself a field day.
This definitely doesn't count as you calling it that the power was going to go out on election day. That doesn't count.
That's not even close. What? I mean, I will say I am. I mean it in a not funny way, but like I'm surprised it took this long. I thought by now there would have been some sort of political violence one way or the other. It's just been a fucking powder keg for so long. If that guy succeeded, I mean, Donald Trump's head would have exploded on live television.
Yeah,
like it would have.
It would have been. I'm laughing, but it would.
It would have been absolutely bonkers. His head would have been gone. And I do feel bad that, that guy, Corey, I believe it's Compatori is how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. He's the dad who died, who, the story was he, threw his wife to the ground and then jumped on top of his daughter to protect her, and he died. And I think any other time something like this happens, I mean, they're doing a GoFundMe, and they're raising money, and I'm sure Trump's going to take care of them. But usually that guy, ends up being a hero, and instead it's obviously being overshadowed by all the political talk, and I understand why. But also that guy deserves, to be mentioned as much as we're talking politics with everybody else. And I don't know, man. I really do believe in myself as I'm really firmly as middle as can be. I know a lot of people say that, but I really do. I wake up one minute and motherfuck Trump, and then I look at Biden and I think he's pathetic, and I really am in the middle. And I do not think the left handled this very well.
Well, how come? I don't know.
I think there was 3 things that I think were really bad. One was people being like, "Damn it, he missed."
That was a small, but not. I don't think most people said that.
Extreme.
I saw one tweet where it's "Look what this Seattle reporter said," and it's some person who works at a blog with 300 followers. Well, I don't fucking know. That's not a Seattle reporter.
I agree with that. But then, but to take that a little bit further, though, there was a congressman who tweeted that this is Biden's fault for saying, and you do have to be very careful with your words when you're talking on the level that these guys are talking. But saying something like we have to put Trump in the crosshairs or put the target on his back or bullseye, whatever he used, is a very popular euphemism.
Yeah,
you know?
well,
now
that's-
I do think you probably do when you reach that level. You need someone on your team saying, "Hey, boss, there are crazy people out there who will take you literally. So maybe let's use a different word." But come on, you can't say that Joe Biden, called for this to happen.
That's actually the funniest part of all this is that like it's very Dave-ish in that like, how are you coming out on top in this?
I know.
It's like you set the fucking theater on fire. You screen fire. Now you're like, hey, everyone, let's calm down a little bit.
I know.
Like it's like I completely agree. You're right. We do have to tone down the rhetoric. How am I agreeing? Like how are you the one who's like getting the high ground here?
I know. They coming out on top every time. It's crazy. And then I thought the worst part of the whole thing was CNN and any MSNBC, the left news outlets. Their headlines were like Trump rally interrupted.
See,
Trump taken. Trump. What do you think? You're like they're not glorifying it or whatever.
No, I just think that's how you report the news. If they're still doing it, that's crazy. But like, I think people were screenshotting immediate headlines, and then because you're like, you don't know what happened yet.
Yeah,
and then once you know, like,
and I do.
It's certainly what it sounds like. It's certainly, but like,
right.
If it went on longer than an hour, then that's crazy.
I don't know exactly the time frame of it all. I think you're right in that. We've done this every time as a society with the internet. Anytime something like this happened. We rush, we get it wrong,
right.
We get names wrong, we get, people were saying confirmed the shooter is dead while showing the body of a victim. Like every time we get it wrong. So you're right, you don't want to rush to it.
I think that's weird when Twitter people are like,
this is
like, well, that's how the news works. Like you fucking confirm it happened, then you say it happened.
A lot of people just saying confirmed. It was the footage of, they were kind of like carrying, by legs and arms. Like, I think it was that guy, Corey, carrying him out. And they said, every tweet, confirmed, shooter killed. And I was like, analyze that video. It's like, think it through. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, confirmed a body with blood on it being carried out. That's what you can confirm.
Right.
That's it from that video.
So that's why I don't think those headlines are that bad. Like, apparently, or a seeming assassination attempt. Again, if it went on longer than an hour before you fucking locked in then it's bad reporting.
I think
that headline.
I think you need
because think about the opposite. Think about if it was Reagan when the balloon went off and it's like assassination attempt immediately.
Yeah.
And then the whole world fucking
goes
stock
nuts.
market goes crazy.
But I think you need that's true. There are repercussions for it. I think there's some middle ground of seemingly an assassination attempt. It appears shots fired. Something that at least, if you just saw that headline, you're not doing a good job of reporting the news if that's all that you're taking away from that. You know what I mean?
No.
Like if you just came across that headline, you would not know really. They did not paint the picture correctly. It's just boiling it down to the lowest form of what happened.
Yeah, but
you can say Trump rally interrupted in what people are speculating is a assassination attempt or something like that. It was just Trump ushered off stage after being interrupted. Trump, it was literally, I think one of them just said Trump interrupted at a rally. That is crazy.
If that's what
and what you're saying is true. I don't think I don't think they were doing it in the name of the news. I think they were doing that in the name of we don't want to glorify this moment.
I don't know, obviously, but I think that's just how news works.
And then the New York Times cropped out the picture. They cropped the American flag out of his picture where he's got his fist up because everyone obviously that's the lasting image. It's shit like that where it's I think you guys are telling on yourselves and you're doing. That's the one right there. It's just the opposite. I guess you could just pick that's the opposite angle, but right above that guy is the American flag. And, to be we're not going to use that. I think it's more rooted in everything else in this world where it's polarized and it's my side is losing or this is bad for my side, so let's downplay this as much as we can. When the news should be you don't want to say they get excited for it, but I feel true news anchors almost relish the moments where they're this is what I trained for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. This is the time to explain it to the country what's going on here, and I feel instead, Dave was saying on the rundown, I think whichever one has Morning Joe, they didn't air the show because they didn't trust that the the hosts were going to like appropriately cover it. That's fucking crazy.
That is wild.
That's wild. And I mean, it's not, because at this point, if you haven't learned that all news
But
anchors,
it's also like, so I'm like, they hate Trump.
yeah.
So you probably just like wouldn't want them on anyway, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's the problem with these people becoming so biased, is that like when something like this happens, you're not really able to cover it.
Yeah.
And it's
true,
like
true.
you should have been, if you cannot be trusted, or you're like, we can't put them out there because the audience will be so skewed, think the way, you know,
Yeah.
with their reputation, you've done a very horrible job.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, you know, it's like that's the problem is, so that was, you know, and to me, it's like that was like the culmination of what everybody's been saying. And if it was flipped, it would be the other way with Fox News. You know, it just happens to be, I mean, the Democrats are fucked.
I don't think so.
I think this is. It's a little bit early. Like there's a lot of time still.
That
but like,
I think that
it might calm down enough. You think?
I think it'll calm down enough. I don't think this is gonna sway it. I don't think that they could be fucked already. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
But,
They
like,
probably already
I
are.
don't think
I
this
think the
is-
problem is, and why they are fucked, if Joe Biden's knock was not that he is an incompetent, like physically incompetent person, like this was the opposite of that. You know, this shouldn't technically matter, but like the fact that in the moment I would be fucking, you know, hiding under a thing, crying and freaking out. And I feel like he handled himself like pretty much like a fucking gangster, to be honest. And I don't think like being a gangster when you get shot at should decide the presidency. But when the other candidate is like, we think that he was like probably napping when this happened, or like, you know, taking a shit in his Depends. It's tough when one guy, if it was RFK on the other side of things, where who we know he can like handle himself physically, I don't think this would play as well as it's going to for the right. But when it's like this guy can't walk or talk, and this guy in like the face of like, you know, literally like, you know, his life being threatened, was like, I mean, the man's a showman if he's nothing, right? telling the Secret Service, wait. I mean, like
that was nuts.
you got, you know, like, and that's where, like, to me.
But my logic is, and this is not backed in by science or anything. The fact of the matter is he lost by 7 million votes. Mm-hmm. Fact of the matter is more of his people died than blue people died. Like, conservative is a red.
Yeah.
I mean, older people are red. And so you're getting more voters. So I don't know.
It might be one of those things where, you know, it's like in sports where it's like they've got all the momentum, and it's like we just have the better pitchers. You know, that could be that. I don't know. I don't know.
Also, that
demographics
logic
and
is very
elections and
flawed
shit.
in the sense that like you lost by 7 million votes doesn't really matter in electoral college. Like
Right.
the three states that no one gives a fuck about choose the president.
Right.
It's like what happened in Wisconsin, New Hampshire, and Ohio.
Right.
Like that's all that matters.
Right. Well, and,
three states you would
Pennsylvania
really
is,
never visit.
Pennsylvania,
a little
is
bit.
a big one. So the fact that
I
it
think
happened in
Arizona and
Pennsylvania,
Georgia
I think
a little bit too,
matters. But I think. I mean, and you know, it was like right afterwards. But I think polls, he was like 70% of.
But the polls are kind of my
like,
same. Like with
know.
the again, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just like how my logic works. Polls, like with everyone, like polls when you used to call people, you like have a discussion and be like, well, what do you think about this? Like polls now is just like, well, did you call 60 more Democrats? Did you call 60 more Republicans?
Right.
That's like
you can't trust anything.
Like
Everything's
it happened in 2016, right? Like Hillary was going to win by a landslide, and then that just happened in France with Le Pen was supposed to win by a landslide. Like ended up losing by, I think she only got 30% of the vote, but it's not.
Yeah, that guy
system.
Nate Silver, who's like the ultimate 538.
Yeah.
Like he was just dead wrong. He did like the most analysis and was just like, wrong. But
I don't know what's gonna happen.
To me, like, nobody does. But I just think that it's like, even people who I think, I mean, even major Democrats, like, you know, even like in the celebrity world, you got the Clooney's and Pod Save America and the Obamas and the Clintons. Like, if those guys were already turning on Biden, I think even so, people who probably voted for him last time follow that and already started to turn. And then if it comes down to like, there is something about like are you physically like capable, and especially if you tack on 4 more years of doing the job. It's like this is a big boy who can handle himself in the middle of fucking gunfire.
But is that like,
listen, it's not like the 1800s. You're not fucking Teddy Roosevelt, the Rough Rider, like Elon Musk wants him to be. He said like this is our toughest president since Teddy Roosevelt. Like that shit doesn't really matter when you're like you're not the commander in chief like riding into war, but it kind of matters.
I was gonna say I don't like. I think because of how, I don't want to say it's more divided than ever, because I don't think it is, but like, it's been the same guys for 12 years.
Yeah.
Is a gunshot changing anyone's opinion?
I would say it's
like, I didn't think about this.
It's as divided as it always has been, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, I still think it's at a peak, but it's just...
We just hear about it more because we're all, shut the fuck up.
No phones on the show!
I've gotten like 3 group texts going crazy.
But I don't know, though. I think strictly because the problem with the other candidate is your physical ability. Like, I think showing toughness would...
Well, also, that's what I think the biggest issue is. I think there's a chance that this turn had him see God, because he's referenced God 4 times now, and he's gonna get out at the RNC stage and he's gonna preach unity, and all the MAG people are gonna be like, "They're gay." He might lose his people for this.
I do think there's a chance he waits. What do we know when the convention is?
I think it's this weekend.
Okay, yeah. So he's gonna wait, and that's gonna be his first moment out, and it's gonna be.
But what if he comes out and he's like, "We all need to come together"? I'd be like, "Fucking," he's like, "Getting almost shot turns you gay."
How about that crowd, dude? When he threw his fist up, that crowd, the people behind him, all stand up and start roaring. I'm getting my ass out of there, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know if there's... Look at those guys. I mean, they're all like, fuck yeah, the rally. I feel like those people, if they could have agreed to it, I think they would have kept the rally going. Let him stay. Let him stay. You don't know if there's a second shooter. You don't know if there's a second round coming. You don't know if there's a bomb, whatever. I'd be getting the fuck out of there. When he was like, wait. Also... his Secret Service team stinks.
Oh, I said that.
I don't know if they are B squad, C squad, if they are privately hired, if they are the actual from the Secret Service or not. But I mean, from a very real point of view of how does a guy get on a roof with a sight line and all that sort of shit, down to this, I don't think this is good either. You use a human shield, but you're standing on stage still. It took them a while to get to that fucking truck.
They reacted like I imagine parents react when the baby monitor goes off and they're watching a movie. If we just ignore it, she'll probably stop. There were 4 gunshots
but you
before
listen.
anyone got on stage.
You listen on the monitor, you go, I think it stopped.
Yeah. Nah, she'll be all right. She'll be all right. Turn it up a little bit.
In reality, the baby monitor, all it does is just let you know that they're crying at some point. It's okay, now I have to ignore this, huh?
I do also the cop who saw the kid on the roof.
The cop who saw, what do you mean?
A cop climbed the ladder and saw the kid on the roof.
Right.
And this is a report I read. And then the kid turned the gun and pointed at him, and the cop just climbed down the ladder. He's like, "I'm not in the Secret Service. I never made an agreement to lay my life down for the president. Fuck this."
I did not hear that one. The officer retreated down the ladder, and Crooks quickly took a shot to her truck. That's I've referenced this before. I don't think you've seen the movie Celtic Pride, though. In Celtic Pride, a cop walks in the room, and Dan Aykroyd and David Stern, or the guy Marv from Home Alone, have the guy tied up in a chair with duct tape on his mouth, and he just goes, "This is bizarre." And he closes the door.
Dude, imagine you get up, you see a kid laying there with a fucking rifle, and you're like, "Oh,
I see nothing, bro." Did you see?
I didn't honor to protect and serve, but not all the time. This is nuts.
Did you see the picture and the video and hear the report that the sniper asked to take the shot and they said no?
I didn't see that
because I don't know what's real and what's not. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I did. So there's a shot. There's a video.
Oh, that's a 4chan thread. I saw that.
Is it? Okay.
It's some guy on 4chan going, "This is me. They told me not to take the shot."
There is a video from the other angle, and you see the counter snipers on the roof, and they're pointing at what looks like right where the shooter would come from, and you kind of see him turn a little bit and move, and I don't know if he was taking the shot or whatever, but this is what's crazy when this shit happens, and nobody should be surprised, and this always happens with every major event. but everybody became a bullet forensics specialist. Yeah. Everyone became a sniper. Everyone became a doctor, knowing about the trauma to the ear. Everyone, I mean, there were people.
The ear didn't get shot, right?
So that's my favorite part. The glass from a teleprompter hit him in the ear, and he is like, "No, it was a bullet."
That's what I'm not trying to do a conspiracy thing. Like once they say he got shot, I'll go, "Okay, he got shot," but like he hasn't said it, right? Or he had that one tweet, but no one else has said it.
Yeah,
I think it's one of those like, I'll let you guys like,
yeah. Law enforcement on TMZ, like the TMZ report I saw said, law enforcement has said it was not a bullet, or it was likely not a bullet. You probably can't tell,
I imagine a bullet from 1,400 yards does something to the ear.
More than that,
yeah.
I mean...
But again, I'm not trying to do... Like, if they say you got shot, that's fine. You got shot.
Well, okay. The right off the rip, the people who are like, those are BB guns. Those are pellets. It's like, I don't fucking know what real gunfire versus that gunfire and silenced gunfire sounds like, and neither the fuck do you. And then, like, there were 2 dead people. Well, I guess 1 dead person from his firing, right? And like critically injured, and they were like, it's BB guns. It's like, there's a fucking dead person. What are you fucking talking about?
I've shot a BB gun before. It's not as loud as that.
Yeah, right? Maybe it could be, maybe it's not, but I don't know enough, and I don't think neither do you. But Trump being like, it was not glass, it was a bullet. Like, he is gonna fucking... Anybody who says that's getting fired. But it seems, I don't know, it seems like everything I've seen, people being like, this was not a good job by his security team. I mean, obviously, if this shit happens, it's not good. But over the top, like that one guy with the Trump visor.
Yeah.
Which I still don't know if we've confirmed if the hair was attached to the visor or not.
That's clearly
that has to be one of those. Yeah.
That's like the funniest part. Like, first of all, Shane was right. Like, it is the funniest assassination attempt. Because then you get all this. You get that guy in a visor and some dude in like a Hillary is a cunt t-shirt being like, we got to tone down the political rhetoric. It's getting pretty wild out here. Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's you guys.
We've been saying it for a long time.
Yeah. I do hate, though. I really hate, like... I read the sister of the girl, the daughter of the guy who died, posted something, being like, the media's not going to really mention my dad much, but like he was a great guy and all that shit, and then there were just people being like, still trashing him, being like, why was he at a rally, like, and if he was alive, he'd be one of those people saying that. It was Biden's fault or whatever, and it's like, can we just like at least exclude him for a minute, please? Jesus, goddamn Christ. But yeah, I mean, one of the all-time, like, I was trying to think of what it would be like if it happened. People were showing the debates from years ago, where it was like also presidential and stately and very polite. And I feel like if, the other candidate got his head almost blown off, it would be the reaction from, I don't think Biden handled it well either. I don't think he really shined in the moment. Like, you expect people to, I expect people to like step up in those moments, whether it's like news anchors or the president or the people in power, where it's like you say some shit that does maybe calm things down or evoke confidence or whatever. And it was just like, boy, everybody sucks, huh? And I don't think Trump would do it the other way either. I think Trump would use, if it was flipped around, Trump would just use it to his advantage. So I don't think, he got any credit for it either. But it's like, boy, I don't know.
I mean, it's very, I wouldn't say it's very different, but it's certainly different. But like, we kind of have a taste of how Trump would have handled it, which with Paul Pelosi.
Oh,
when he got attacked
with
and beat in the head with a hammer, and then he just like sounded like it's his gay lover.
No, I memean, Trump would have for sure done like a Mark Wahlberg. He would have been like, it wouldn't have even hit my ear. Like my team would have never let that happen. The only good thing to come of it, though, if you can call it that, is there was only one thing that could have stopped the Gen Z boss in a mini itty bitty titty and a whatever video. That was maybe the most viral. That had momentum like I've only seen before with I Am Snacking.
28 text messages.
28.
That's crazy to send in like a 10-minute
I
span.
think you and I have like flipped.
It's
I don't
insane.
even know where my phone's right now. I don't get any texts anymore. Look, that's zero, nothing.
I usually don't.
nothing.
It's just like it just happens to be right
Zero
fucking now.
text. I don't have a little red
That's
thing.
what I get for going off focus mode. God damn. Oh wait, because I want to get my phone because I did forget something.
It's something wildly important, and he's just throwing his phone around.
Oh no, I'm not reading those. The fact that the kid, what's his name?
Crooks.
Yeah. The fact that he got bullied out of marksmanship club
I did not know that.
is unbelievable.
I mean, unbelievable.
It's like reverse Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's crazy. I did not know that. That is
like you, bro. You know what a loser you got to be to even try and join marksmanship club, and then they bullied you out. That is crazy, dude. Those are the losers. The losers bullied you out of being a loser. you got no friends, man. That's a tough spot to be in. I'll show my marksmanship friends. I'll miss the president 8 times.
Oh man, I did not know that. He probably took himself out after he missed. Like, God damn it!
I gotta get one. Dude,
Yeah.
like that's crazy. Like you got we didn't have marksmanship in my school. I went to a normal school.
Yeah, I didn't know that was like even a fucking thing.
But I imagine like it takes a few days to gain up the courage to even try, because it's not even courage, it's just admitting who you are. You're like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm not a football player. I guess I'm not even a thespian.
Your mom's at home going, you got to join something, honey. You got to do something. How about marksman?
And they're like, dude, I think the quote
You
was,
stink.
he's comically bad. what was that?
Yeah,
line?
I'd say so. I would say fucking so.
It was a New York Post headline where it was like, I think the words were actually I got it right here. Yes, would-be Trump assassin tried to join high school shooting club, was rejected for being, quote, comically bad.
Terrible shot.
Bro,
You could not script it. Shakespeare himself could not write a story about a guy being a terrible shot, booted out of marksmanship class, who misses the president. I mean,
I'm just gonna fucking show them. I'll see what they're missing. That's unbelievable. This is what I mean.
that's some Dumb and Dumber shit. Harry, you're alive, and you're a terrible shot. I mean, literally, the victims were like all around. He hit everything but. He also shot. Wait, let's read that. An anonymous member of the team cited by the IP saying Crooks, quote, wasn't really fit for the rifle team. They added, he also shot terribly.
He didn't just not make the team. He was asked to not come back because of how bad a shot he was. It was considered like dangerous.
That is crazy, dude. Like that. Basically,
I don't think we should be laughing, but it's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
This is basically what happened to me in high school, but with math. And imagine I just showed up and tried to be a scientist one day. like that's insane.
I'll show you guys. Watch me like split the atom. Oh my god!
No, you gotta be Bob Lee Swagger to pull something like that off.
He probably did have visions in his head of being like, "I'll show you guys."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Had to have. Which, by the way, I do have to say, I do respect one thing about him. Seemingly so far, no manifesto.
Yeah, he just did it. No fucking.
I think my shooting the president will speak for itself.
I'll let my actions speak for me.
I don't need to write an essay to explain this one.
Dude, that is. By the way, shout out to the I guess teacher, professor, whatever of that class, being like, you don't get to handle a gun. You're really bad at this. That makes me feel better about gun control in America. Somebody was doing the job. The Secret Service wasn't. People gave him the gun warrant, whatever. But that teacher was like, you don't get to shoot guns anymore because you can't hit anything.
It's dangerous for you to be on a gun range.
And he tried from 150 yards out with a fucking breeze and all that shit.
I remember I've shot a gun like once in my I forgot I did the thing with Sydney Wells, but I remember it was one time. This is the BB gun I was talking about, where I was at my buddy's house, who's a Marine, and this is like he just joined up, and he just put a can in the backyard, and he was like lighting it up, and he's like, "You want a shot?" And I'm like, Sure. And I just stared for a while. I was like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to look through.
Yeah, like where am I looking?
And then just started firing. I just had to be what this kid did.
I've only fired a handgun, and it was at a gun range where they had like the target on a piece of paper, and they like zoomed it out, probably from like maybe a little bit longer than here to the wall. And I don't think I hit it. I remember being like, okay, like I was like,
but I mean, like I didn't even know
popping it
how to look through a sight. I was just like just pulling triggers.
I mean, I remember my friend goes, and because it's on a piece of paper, I think it just kind of wobbles like in the wind and shit like that. And my buddy goes, did you hit it? I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. Just, I unloaded a clip, nothing. Didn't even come close. Man, that is like a South Park skit. Yeah. That is some art imitating life imitating art. That is really terrible and funny all at the same time. I mean, I saw a lot. I mean, right away, every comic we know was up on stage that night and had a clip and had a joke and had a whatever. That's the angle. Yeah. That's the angle to take. That is unbelievably funny. I mean, god damn. But yeah, like I said, he killed off the momentum from Gen Z Boston and Minnie, which apparently is Jackie's favorite video. She loves it. No, Jackie said that she loves it. I'm pretty sure Jackie has this video. She makes these videos with her girlfriends.
I'm just saying, I don't think it's like. I think that I don't hate the video as much as everyone. Yeah. I just think like the trend is like we're basic. What of it?
Yeah, yeah.
And I respect that.
Did this start the trend or was it a trend beforehand?
I don't actually know. I think the trend was beforehand.
Well, I think it kind of relates to. Isn't it in the same cadence? No, I guess it's not. I was thinking of 6'5", blue eyes, looking for a guy. It's like a sing-songy, like, you know. But
I think the one that's not getting enough attention because like everyone can just use it with their girlfriend is right here.
5'3" and an attitude.
5'3" and an attitude. Yeah. 5'3" and an attitude.
Yeah, that girl's just a bitch.
That's everyone's girlfriend. Like this is my.
They looked at her outfit and they were just like, "You're just a bitch." This had views like a motherfucker though. Like 30 million views in a day or some shit. There is just something that makes you. There's something about. It just hasn't been a great run for white women, and sometimes they do stuff that make you just go, "Oh god!" And I'm sure people have cringed at me a million times before too, and everybody does some cringy shit. But like, I was not like, "Fuck these girls!" Like they're trying to be cool and funny, and they're not. But I was just like. Oh, I don't like this.
Well, also, like, I am gold hoops and the spray tan, so
that's
I'm...
Yeah.
I saw that one, and I just went, Jackie. I just saw, like, he kind of looks like
I was going to say, she also has gigantic paws. She's throwing those hooves out there. If Jackie did that, it would be like 3D, where they come through the screen at you.
It's insane.
That was... It's right up there with I Am Snacking, as far as, you know, things that make you just go, oh, I don't want to see that again. Don't want to see that again. But the one girl who I don't think is getting nearly enough love, at least I didn't see her, Buffet Girl. Take whatever Haktua got and give it all to this chick. This chick was on I don't think I tweeted it. I texted it to you though, Paps. It's you know this little resurgence of like man on the street talk to drunk people is happening, and that's where Haktua came from. This girl, very cute, and I don't know what she's eating, but she's housing some drunk food. And they ask her, what would you do with $1 million? And I'll just let you see it because, I mean, the passion this girl has behind it is, I love her. First of all, beautiful. Love the food in her mouth. Giving it thought.
Open a buffet. Open a buffet.
The guy's like, what?
You know your hands are so gross.
A buffet.
They didn't give you any napkins?
I was gonna eat Chinese food.
I love her.
Yeah,
I think she's amazing.
That's very
I
great.
don't have a problem with Haktua Girl either. I think, you know, whatever. Like she actually has a personality and like handled all the fame, I think, in a very good way. This girl's got personality. Yeah. I like how her brain works. I like how she grabs the thing. Open up my face.
She sounds like a fucking fighter getting interviewed by Joe Rogan after a match.
When they kind of hold the mic too, every
time.
I'm coming for you, Connor. I'm fucking coming for you.
That's a big win for you, Habib. What are you gonna do next? Open a buffet.
All you're gonna eat Chinese food. I mean, have you ever had a good unlimited Chinese buffet? Mongolian buffet is what I had. Basically Chinese. It's so good.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm sure I've had.
You can get like 50 pounds for like $12. It's like you load up your styrofoam thing. And you can barely carry it, and they're like, that'll be $6. Oh, it's so good. I mean, like, these are the things that I don't know. If I'm a restaurateur, I'm opening up a buffet with this bitch. If I had the money to do it, I would open up an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet with this girl. She'll be like Salt Bae or whatever. She'll be like, you got to go see the buffet girl and load up. What else we got? What do we want to do here?
One of the more shocking things from the weekend, I think it was Thursday. We filmed a sketch Thursday?
Yes.
Went to...
Yeah. This is crazy.
Do you know what this girl does for water?
What Jackie does for water?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
what do you mean for water?
So Thursday morning we filmed a sketch.
So like I'm like sucking dick for water.
It's the guy from Firefest.
Thursday we were filming a sketch. We had to do a video at the office, so we wanted to do it close by. Jackie lives very close to the office, so we're like, can we use your apartment? Get to the apartment pretty early, 9 o'clock I think, 9 a.m. And we asked for water. Jackie brings over 2 mason jar type mugs, I think, that are. But it's like a thick glass. They're
I know.
nice.
It's the only glasses I have.
No, they're good. I'm being complimentary to the glasses. They're good glasses. When she put it in my hand, Owen got one too. You got one too.
I got it before, and like I couldn't get the words out in time before fights. I was like,
it was like 1,000 degrees or something?
So hot.
Here's the thing: is I had boiled my water. I had boiled my water at night specifically so it could be cool in the morning.
She boiled her water? What is that? Why? You said that like I boiled my water at night, so I have it in the morning. What are you fucking talking about?
So I have had a Brita like 4 different Britas, and every time after 2 weeks I get the ick from the Brita, and I can't do it, and it starts to gross me out. I just think
I'm
it's
with you on
filled
that.
with germs.
Nobody changes those filters.
Yeah.
And you're probably pouring like worse shit in there.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, tap water, but then I hear all these bad things about tap water, so I was like, okay, that's out. So I was like, boiling my water. It's gonna be the safest bet for water.
What are you on the fucking Oregon Trail? What are you talking about?
Dude, she boils water and then she just leaves her kettle on her fucking like kitchen nook and just fucking boil. Like,
you live in Flint, Michigan? What are you talking about? I mean, like, I don't expect everyone to know this, but it's kind of well known. Like, New York City has like the best tap water in the world, and if you live anywhere except for Flint, Michigan, in the first world, you can just drink it.
It's honestly a really good system unless you want water immediately.
Unless you're thirsty, in which case, then it really sucks.
Yeah. You know what's a really good system? Turning on the faucet. Yeah. They have a whole like plant system that does it for you, Jack. So every time you drink water, every time you like cook or whatever, you boil your water first?
I make my own
Is this
water.
the 1860s? Yeah, I make my water.
Like, if
Hang on, I just gotta make the water
tough
first.
nuts. Like, I'm not getting water until
I gave you the benefit of the doubt when you handed me the cup because I figured you had just done.
Was it freshly
dishes.
boiled?
Well, so here's what happened.
Oh, you thought the cup was hot.
The cup was hot. I took a sip of the water. Fucking hot as could be.
So I had boiled my water at night specifically because I knew I had guests coming. So I said, we got to get some cool water in the morning. But then when I was cleaning earlier in the morning, I had accidentally hit the tea kettle thing, and I had forgotten about that. So it had started to kind of boil.
So your pot, your reserves, your aqueduct of already boiled water was reboiled.
Yeah, and it kind of snuck up on me, and I forgot about the boiled water. Anyway, so then when I handed you guys a thing, like I grabbed it from the top, didn't think anything of it, and then as soon as I saw your faces, I knew exactly what happened. I was like, oh.
How hot are we talking? Like tea hot or just like warm?
It wasn't boiling. It was
like hot water.
When you ask for a glass of water, it's hotter than you expect.
Like beyond room temperature. Like you would say the water is warm.
It's showerable
Bath water. Oh my
yeah.
god. I love him. Like I can't get the words out fast. What is happening?
Yeah.
You said I boil my water like everybody does it, like so I boil my water at night before I brush my teeth.
It is.
I always make
How long have you been doing this?
6 months.
Every time you drink water, you boil?
Yeah, it's like, again, it's not a foolproof system. I'll give you that. But it makes
Dude,
me
you're the best.
it makes me feel best about my water.
But so if you're let's say you got home from a workout, it's today, it's a heat wave.
Yeah,
You forgot to boil water.
You're sweating. You're hot. You're like, I'm
Will
so
you drink from the
parched.
tap?
Then I'll
then?
drink tap.
You'll drink tap.
I'll drink tap. I'm not happy about it, and I'll boil.
Legitimately though, New York City, like I Google this because I don't know if it's urban legend, but I'm
I've
pretty
heard
sure.
bad things about
I'm
it.
very at least at one point I know there were tests done of bottled water and New York City water, and they were like the same.
I also am coming from the Bay Area with actually the best water in the world.
I don't think so.
No,
I legit think that New York City tap water is like some of the best in the world.
Yeah, I'm with you in the sense that I've certainly heard it
Heard
a
that.
lot
I
of
don't know if
times.
it's
I
true or
don't
not.
know.
I've
I
heard,
do.
like, not
I feel like I remember
recently.
my dad. My dad used to work in like commercial real estate, so he knew all about that shit. And he has always told me like it is legit. That
But
you
I
can
think
just-
that was like back then. I don't think now it is. I'm not positive
yeah,
about
that's-
that.
I don't
I
know
also
if
heard that
things
like tea
changed
kettles
recently.
don't actually like boil off all the germs, so now I'm kind of just like, all right, I'll just not drink water.
I'm pretty sure it's I mean, put it this way. It is very much okay enough to just drink it and not boil it. I can tell you that much. I don't know if it's true that like compared bottled water to I kind of like the tap. Like I like, I used to love drinking from the hose where it tastes like pennies a little bit. I like a little bit of a little mystery in my water.
Yeah, I mean, I take a body armor home and I fill that up for a few days and I bring it back.
Yeah.
Switch it out, get new body armor.
I can't stand people who like are bottled water only.
No.
Like if I go, I see that a lot with kids. First of all, every kid. Did you guys? You're young enough when you were kids. Do you remember going like anywhere you went? You had a water bottle, like a filled up water bottle. You do?
Like from my mom would fill it up for me, like a
Yeah. Like my kids won't leave the house. They're like, I gotta get my water. Like put your shoes on, get your jacket, get your water bottle. I was just thirsty my whole life, I guess.
Yeah.
I drank like from a water fountain when there was one, or like when we got back home or whatever. But it's like if I leave the house without water bottles, I'm like, we're fucked because we're gonna be in the middle of something and they're gonna be thirsty and we're gonna have to like end the whole event because they just constantly have water on them, which is a good thing. But I'm like, when did this start? And then so I see it a lot with they all have like bottles, and I feel like if I were to just like pour them a cup, they would be like, ew, that's gross. It's like, get over it, you little fucks.
We were.
My kids will do it, but other kids are like.
I was weird in my friend group, but I was a water. I didn't like. I wasn't. It wasn't an anxiety water bottle or whatever you call them. But I drank water, but it was like rare for
My kids don't drink anything but water.
That's I would occasionally get like a juicy juice.
They don't drink juice.
Yeah.
They don't drink milk anymore. They don't drink soda. Chocolate milk. None of it.
Well, it is
and I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it that way because it's like, why, like it's good for you.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
reminds me of the
kind of
Gary
fucking
Goldman.
weird. I'm like, you guys are fucking weirdos.
In the Great Depression, when Goldman's talking about
Yeah.
growing up in the 70s
Yes,
and how
yes.
like, it's like we were dehydrated our entire lives. It is weird to think about like when things because they
Catch on.
weren't invented, but when they became popularized, it was just things that like suntan lotion. When I was a kid, if you put on suntan lotion, you were a pussy. Like, you were like,
Yeah.
It was you're bringing suntan lotion to the pool,
Right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm fucking really white.
That was like I always said like girls are good for. They have bags so they can carry.
Yeah.
Like as a guy, you couldn't bring your own sunblock. You'd have to have a girl that had the sunblock. You could borrow some.
But like I don't know. Maybe it's just me now, and I'm more comfortable with it. But like when I'm hanging out at the beach, the pool, everyone's putting on something. Yeah.
Bro, I've reached the point. I don't know what happened in my life. I think it was the vaccine. Maybe I'm just gonna go full blown right now after this Donald Trump assassination. I can't like my skin. It's not just like I get sunburned. Like something has happened to me. I can't put on sunblock without having a reaction. I can't be in the sun without having a reaction. So I am now. I'll wear like that's why I have all these linen pants because I need to be like covered. I wear a long sleeve shirt that's light, pants that are light, and I have a fucking one of those huge straw hats that go out to like
Really?
here.
Dude,
I'm that guy. I'm on the beach under a tent, under my straw hat, head to toe, clothes like a Muslim.
Crazy.
That's exact. My aunt goes to the beach like every day, fully dressed, big like.
It's
like,
a little
why don't
bit
you
like
stay at home.
Well,
I
I mean,
outside.
trust me, brother. I want to. Like, I mean, I have not gone to the beach much, but like, I'm gonna go on a beach vacation in a couple weeks, and it's like everyone's down there. I can't just like sit in the house by myself. You know?
No, I actually think it's cool. Like I jokingly be like, why are you even here? She's like, I think it's cool to be like, well, I don't know. I like listening to the waves and reading the book.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna do what I need to do.
I don't know
to do
what
that.
I used to sit in the sun, drunk, playing in the water, swimming in the water, all that shit for hours on end. I would probably put on some sunblock, but like not much. And then like right around when I took the vaccine, I like get this like it feels like my skin is really, really, really cold. And like if I were to scratch it, it's like intensely like I can feel everything like heightened. And then I sometimes get like white sunspots and like all this shit that's like I mean I'm an Irish guy, but I used to always my family always joked that like I was the one that got tan, and now I'm like no, like the sun. I think I have like an allergy to the sun. I think it's gonna just kill me one day, like a reverse Superman. It's just like eating me alive.
Did
Jackie boils her water. What?
Speaking of like how things like we were talking about how like things became in vogue, like water and suntan lotion. I was thinking over the weekend. I was watching a bunch of shows and I saw two different things that made me think of stuff. And the first one was someone was in a coma, and I can't wait. I don't think I'll be alive for it, but just like comas in the future, when they discover that it's like an injection wakes you up, and then the doctors are like, yeah, they used to do all kinds of crazy shit. They'd like read to them and they'd sing to them. And like some person's in the room like, why'd they do all that? That's crazy. He's like, yeah, like
we just wake them up now.
Some husbands come here, they'd finger them. Like, he's like, why wouldn't they just give them that shot? Well, we didn't know then at that point that the shot wakes them up. Like the advancements of medical technology are so funny. Because like I mean now you think back they used to give you Coke and shit like that. And like, they did what?
They used to fucking bury them when they were in a coma.
Yeah.
They used to have a string that would go down to your coffin and you could ring the bell if you woke up. Because they used to fucking they would dig people up and there'd be claw marks in the. They're like, whoop, that one was still alive. Whoops. That's nuts.
You could go no bell to save money and just not dig people up.
Yeah. Who's
I don't
doing
know
that?
when that guy died, but he's dead.
Right, are we doing regular checks? Once I put all that dirt on you, I am not digging you back up, bro. Unless they can hear from you, like, hello.
The other one, I think I was watching Seinfeld, and they did like, maybe, I don't know, it was one of my sitcoms, and they were like, there's like a friends with benefits thing, and they're like, dude, it never works. It's not supposed to work.
Well, if it works, it's a relationship, right?
Yeah,
like it just becomes a relationship. Well, I guess the notion of we stay friends and just fuck, that does not work.
But it's not supposed to. That's not how you like. What does it work? You just stay friends and fuck for the rest of your life?
Well, wouldn't that be great?
No.
I think that sounds pretty awesome. I mean, the idea behind the phrase is like you don't fight, you don't have to do all the bullshit. You stay friends and you get to fuck. I think I would do that forever. I mean, theoretically, that's what relationships are. People are like, I married my best friend today. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, you didn't. You know what you do with your best friend? You go on fucking internet and like watch Faces of Death and do dumb shit like that. That's what you do with your friends. You know what I mean? I could never do this. Your friends is something totally separate. But I think, I could get down with the idea of
when I saw it, like, it struck me where it was like, it's like telling someone who's eating a banana, that's not going to fill you up. Like, well,
yeah, it's
I know. It's
right,
a snack until I get to my other meal.
Right, so you're saying that this is like a half relationship, so it's not supposed to ever really evolve.
I know it's not going to work. It's just fucking filling me up right now.
Well, also, by the way, we talk about this a lot. Like, every relationship doesn't work, except for, like, theoretically one.
Yeah.
Like, all of these things you ride until the wheels come off. And then, hopefully, one day, the wheels stay on, and, like, the engine is busted, and the glass is broken, but the car is just still rolling down, like, 50 years later.
I like
all
how I
of these
said
things
banana
ended.
when realistically I'm eating something like what that girl was eating from the buffet. Like,
Yeah, you're
I know
snapped.
it's really bad for me, but right now it's giving me sustenance.
Oh, man.
Later I'll have a salad.
I ate myself into a coma last night. I was all gassed up Sunday night. I got House of the Dragon. I got Love Island. And I ordered Italian food. Ate all the bread that came with it. Ate the whole salad. Ate the entire chicken parm order, which I double-checked. It was not an entree. It was a platter. So I think that serves like 4.
You got a family style need at all?
I think so. I don't know, though. Because you know how the Guineas just like A serving size for the Italians is pretty crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think it was like 4 cutlets, and I don't think you're supposed to eat 4 cutlets. So
I'm pretty sure cutlet is like that.
1, right?
That's what
I
you
think
get.
I think it was a serving size of 4.
You have 4 cutlets?
I ate it like pancakes. You know how you put your pancakes and you just cut through them all? So I just had like little triangles of 4 pieces of chicken and then a pint of ice cream. And then 9 o'clock hit, and I literally went, oh. I texted Bob and Clem, and I was like, I'm not making the podcast tonight. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to make it through the episode. And they were like, cool, we'll handle it. And I went, whoa. I didn't even see the episode. I woke up at 10 o'clock. Like, I woke up to the ending scene of Game of Thrones. And then I was like, I ain't doing Love Island either. I got to go to bed, dog. By the way, that game of Stools that we do, I thought I was doing it like for fun because I just like it. It does really well.
Really?
Yeah, we get a lot of in a world where we absolutely cannot compete with the big dogs who do Game of Thrones coverage.
Yeah.
We compete.
Really?
You know, like, no. Because those guys get like 50 million views. Because first of all, they all have screeners, which I just got wise to this year. Like, I was trying to do some reaction videos, and it's like, okay, I'll maybe even try to do it like that night. And then I get it to my editors, and then they have to work on it like all morning, and like maybe it'll be out the next day. These guys have videos that are like, the Easter eggs from tonight's thing at like 10:01. And it's like, okay, you guys had a screener.
Excuse me.
And they also like, it's all they do, and they have a studio, and they, there's just no way, and they also are all super nerds who like know the history of Valeria and shit like that, you know what I mean? Whereas me, Clem, and Bob are just doing the Barstool thing where it's like, that guy's head got chopped off. Oh shit, did you see that girl's tits? And I think there's still a world for that. It's tough because usually it's interesting when I really started to give it some thought, because the Barstool way of doing things for so long was what gave us our success, I think. I think people got tired of like the Michael Wilbons of the world being like stuffy about sports and all analytical, and they wanted guys just being like, holy fucking shit, that was, talking like that and all that. But I think when people watch TV content, they want the nerds.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need another guy to just be like, that scene was awesome, or like, I don't know what's going on, but I think this is what's happening. I want a nerd who's like, oh, if you read the first book, it means...
Yeah, 100%.
So it's kind of...
You want a guy who was in Marksmanship Club.
I'm the captain of the Marksmanship team. So it is hard to compete with that. But like every we're doing, immediate, like knee-jerk right afterwards, 10:15, we're on live. Still like 20,000 views every time, and people, they're all in the chat, and so it's a fun time. It's on My Mom's Basement on Bob's channel. So every Sunday night, as long as I don't eat myself into a coma, we're all on there.
Catch up on that or start that.
Yeah, it's worth it, dude. It's worth it. I'm also we're both watching Presumed Innocent.
Yeah, I finally like it.
Finally like it? What do you mean?
The first 3 episodes, he's so unlikable that I'm like, well, I don't even want you to win.
But that's what I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm watching a show for the first time ever where I don't think I want the guy to win.
Right.
I think that's pretty unique.
And then when they finally started introducing like other people it could have been, then I like, obviously I watched all 3, and now I'm fully caught up on 6.
I believe it's a book. I know it was a Harrison Ford movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
I mean, Harrison Ford is one of my favorite actors.
And it got greenlit for season 2.
Ooh, oh.
Yeah.
This... Is it like an anthology thing, or it's gonna be like this series?
I don't know. I obviously
that
don't know how it
actually
ends.
gives me because you know what though? I think it's only 7 episodes. It's one of those limited series.
Really?
So I think we're like almost at the premiere.
No,
the
because you
finale.
can't wrap up Bill Camps.
Well, that's what I think is the problem. I think maybe they're like, I don't
That's
know.
a lot to wrap
Is
up.
it Ray Camp or Bill Camp? What's his name?
Bill Camp is his name.
The actor.
Yeah,
right?
he's
Bill
the man.
Camp is my new. I never really have like a favorite actor other than like Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
DiCaprio.
yeah.
Bill Camp is my favorite actor.
Ed
that
Harris
guy.
is mine.
What?
Ed Harris is mine.
Ed Harris, he's a good one too.
I fucking love Ed
Yeah, he's a
Harris.
good one. Bill Camp though is in this role is like who I almost want to be as a person. Like the way he talks and acts, and he has all this confidence, and he's fucking like funny at the same time, and he's just like he's like defending his buddy who's on trial for murder, and he's just like kind of cracking jokes, and, like he's treating him like a real friend would. Like if you were on trial for murder and you had that much evidence against you, I would be clowning you left and right. I'd be like, we're gonna get you off on this thing, but what the fuck are you doing, dude? You are an idiot.
He's I just saw his IMDb there. you haven't seen Dark Water is like sneaky one of my favorite movies. I watch it all the time. But
The Night Of was where I first, I think, really was put onto him. He's the lawyer trying. If you've never seen The Night Of, one of the best premieres of any TV show ever. The first episode of The Night Of is unreal, and then the next like 4 episodes is what's that actor's name? Tom Gugliotta, whatever it is. Not sounds bad.
Oh, you mean the guy from fucking
Mr. Deeds?
Yeah. And
John Turturro.
Yes.
Yes, it's just him wrapping his feet in saran wrap. It's one of the most insane storylines of all time. This guy wraps his feet in saran wrap every night. But Bill Camp is in it, and he was a great lawyer in that. He's a great lawyer in Presumed Innocent with Gyllenhaal. And then I almost want to do a series, Jackie. Maybe we can do this. I think we should force John to watch Love Island.
Dude, I think everybody would love it.
No, he would hate it.
He would hate it,
He
but
would
I think he would get hooked on
He
it.
would.
I tried to do it
Hate
with
it.
because there was a
Actually,
time.
he would,
Huh?
you might hate it.
No. He would 100% hate it.
Like Kevin sent me a clip the other day, and he's like, "You just gotta watch this clip." I was like, "This clip sucks." It was like everyone reacting, and I was like, "None of them are even having emotions. They're all."
They just cut to every single person crying.
Oh, it stinks. But I kind of tried to do reality TV. This is probably like 5-6 years ago, because like there was a time when like Monday nights or Tuesday nights or whatever, like your entire timeline was The Bachelor. It was the whole thing. So I think I tried to. I was like,
Bachelor fell off though.
Yeah.
but I did the one that everyone says they like, the island one.
Bachelor in Paradise.
Bachelor
where
in Paradise.
Everybody just
And
starts fucking.
I
Yeah.
did like 2 episodes of that. I was like,
That
this
one's
is
kind of stupid.
unbearable.
This is like that, but like, I mean, it's what the producers do to the people on Love Island is, it's torture from Saw.
I think it's going to come out in a few years being like we're going to look back on it being like, wow, that was really not
What were
cool.
we doing to those people? Like, and they all sign up for it, and I think half of them are just trying to become, famous and shit like that. But I also don't think people get, and I find it funny how much people are like this is not even real, and it's like anybody who's like gone to summer camp or been on vacation or whatever, like. Oh, that's slowly been falling the whole time. I was waiting for that to happen. Like the couple the video I showed you where everyone was crying. The couple that was together spent 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for almost a month. You're going to be like, that's over 500 hours with a person.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of going on, like, think about a date. If you went on a 5-hour date, if you slept over, it's like a 10-hour date. You're talking about like 50 to 100 dates with somebody. That would be a full-blown relationship.
Yeah.
They just cram it into, and it's a month long, and you're in the most romantic place ever. You have no other entertainment, so you're just talking to each other and fooling around with each other, and I don't think you're really allowed to fuck, so it just like keeps building up all the tension.
Not allowed to fuck?
It's just
You're not supposed to.
That
so
makes
like,
it odder.
well, right, yeah. If you don't like reality TV, that's why I say we should force John to watch it, like Clockwork Orange, like peel his eyes open and like do like a Clemmer thing, like you're not allowed to leave the room until you have to watch all of this or you have to like complete this like calculus equation.
yeah.
Because I think John will figure out a way to do anything to get out of this room because
I think
everything he hates.
he would like it better because like Bachelor again, it's everyone's faking it, like, but like you said, like you can't fake feelings for someone when you're with them like all the time, 24 hours,
And it's real time.
whatever.
It's all happening right now.
because
It's
then
like,
you
there's
just drive
no-
yourself crazy, and then
Yeah.
you're just like, I actually can't stand this person.
No, I don't.
But
think,
I wouldn't like that either. Like, I don't like.
I think John would not like it from the point of view of like, I don't think you would be like, this is not real, so I'm not entertained by it. I think you don't like watching other people and secondhand embarrassment
Yeah,
and all that.
that's-
He like the core tenets of what Love Island is. John does not want to watch.
Right, like-
so
like-
when I'm like, oh my god, I want to watch this train wreck, he's like, I don't want to watch the train wreck.
Like every viral Barstool video, when I was like, look at these two fight. I do not watch that. I don't want to watch people fight.
Yeah.
It doesn't,
Yeah.
Not like actual like tension, weird fight. I don't know. That's
Oh, it's the best. It's the best. I mean, it's not the best, but it's like, these producers are painting a masterpiece where they're just like, all right, we're gonna let her know about this, but we're gonna show like the kiss later, like, and it's just gonna build up to like a fucking murder scene, and when it happens, it's like, it's sickening. There's this one girl who she's been crying for a month straight, and she just goes, oh my God, Aaron! And she just does this thing with her eyes where she's crying every single time. And they're just torturing her until I think it might be like a murder-suicide situation. At one day, she's going to kill like everybody in the villa. And it's going to be like, the blood is on those producers' hands because they know exactly what they're fucking doing.
You know, like our like serial killer app or
Yes.
whatever?
Yeah.
I think that like...
Wait, what's that? Explain that.
It's like a TaskRabbit, but you could hire a serial killer to kill, or to,
If you
Okay.
want to kill yourself, you can just
or if you want
Hire
to
someone.
hire
Yeah.
someone. Yeah.
Got it.
It's a two-way
Got it.
situation.
You
Yes.
don't have to have the embarrassment.
But I
Yes.
think like
Yes, love that.
one outlet for it is like if you don't want to kill someone, you can like be a Love Island producer, and it's the
Yeah.
same amount of like psychopath.
Get your
It's
fix.
like you get your fix of like psychopath.
Like we could have put
ruining
Jeffrey
someone's
Dahmer
life.
just
Yeah.
like producer by Jeffrey Dahmer, and we would have saved like 20 lives or whatever.
Yeah.
We would have ruined the emotional brain of like 10 girls, but
Yeah, and he's like, I ruined actually everyone's life in that like
This is
villa.
better. They have to
So,
keep living.
Yeah.
I'm still a little curious what they taste like.
yeah, I don't get to eat them. What is funny though is watching. There's a crew. It's very obviously guy and girl, and they split them up, and within the crew they all like the guys are awesome. The guys are like they're just like dudes, you know, and they're like just encouraging each other to like cheat on their girlfriends. It's like, but they're just like really like homies about it. And then the girls are like always gassing each other up, being like, I really think he's gonna be faithful. It's different. You two are really in love, and then he's just like finger blasting some girl right away. But it's funny when like I'm like I love this guy, and I hate this girl, and then you
Wait,
go-
so are they show up with their relationship?
No. This is 10 singles, 5
Okay.
guys, 5 girls, and then they just naturally start to pair off. And some people are like, we tried it and it didn't work. Some people are just like, we're in lust. And then a couple people like end up becoming like almost like the mom and dad of the group,
Uh-huh.
where it's like they pair off. And then, so like right when things get good, right, or right when you like could have like a real connection, they just tell the guys for 4 days you get to go live in another house with all these other hoes. And so they all go, and they're like, I'm in love with this girl, and then they get to a house with new girls, and like, I only known that guy for a week. So they start to fool around, and they gave the guys a whole new house of girls who are all very pretty, and they gave the girls a whole new house of dudes plucked from Barstool.
They do that every single
I
time.
mean,
Really?
these guys
Yeah.
were junkyard dogs. I don't even want to like, I don't want to be mean about it, but like one guy had like pockmarked skin, and like there was this one guy though, Ignacio, who's like he barely spoke English. He was like, I do the language barrier. Sometimes I don't even know what you guys are saying. And so the girls were like, I'm staying faithful. Like, I don't like any of these guys. And the dudes just like immediately were fooling around with every chick. And then they bring, bro, this one guy, Odell Beckham's brother's on it. He's 22.
What?
Yeah. His name is Cordell Beckham and Odell Beckham.
I wanted to change my name to Cordell when I was a kid.
It's a great name. Cordell Stewart?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think prior to, Cordell Stewart was my favorite Cordell. This Cordell is my new favorite Cordell. I think he's 22. He has no clue what he's doing. He does not know a goddamn thing about women, and he's just trying his best. He meets this one girl, and this one girl is closed off to him the whole time. He's like, basically being like, I love you and I want you and you're amazing. And she's keeping him at arm's length. And then like the day before he goes on this trip to the other house, the girl's like, all right, I think I kind of like you. Gets to another house, and now all of a sudden these girls are just like throwing attention at him. So he starts to fool around with the one. And then you have to go back to the original house, and you can either go back alone or bring a girl with you. And he brought the second girl back home to the first girl, right? And then the first morning they wake up, he cooks breakfast for both of them.
Yeah.
And brings it up.
Did that
They
so
all
well.
they all do their makeup at like the same table. And the thing kind of becomes, if you like a girl, you make breakfast for her. That's like the thing they all do. And he's like, so who do I make breakfast for? And he's like, I think I'm just gonna make it for both. And this one guy, Rob's like, I think you got to do it, bro. I'm like, oh, such bad. And he's like, I'll help you. I'll bring up the plates with you. And he's like, thanks, dog. Thank you, man. And they walk in, and he like puts one plate down, and then like goes to put the other plate down. She's like, get that shit out of here. She throws it into his chest. He's got eggs in his belly button. And then they go to his confessional, and he's like, I thought it was a good idea. And it's just like, you don't know what is going on, dog. You don't know what is happening right now. Because some of these guys are like 22 years old. They're just like, fooling around, fucking around. It is a train wreck of epic proportions. And I can't keep up, by the way. 5 nights a week is insane.
I don't know how they turn it around so fast. Yeah.
They take off Wednesday, and then Saturday is like an after show. Like
It's live.
It's live. It's like a 1 day delay. Like
That's crazy.
and I told them, I was like, yo, these guys, it's almost like telling like mafia secrets when you're like out of the mob. Like these producers are just outing production world. When we film something and it takes 6 months and weeks to do this and all that, they put out a full ass show. They have a comedian who does voiceovers. They have all the footage. They have all the games. They have everything, and it comes out the next day. So I don't know what the fuck else all you other editors and producers are doing.
They probably have a team that has like one person like
no
takes
doubt.
all the like
No
clips
doubt.
from whatever.
I mean, I'm not
But
saying
I
you
would
guys, but I'm
love
saying
to-
other, like The Bachelor takes like a year to come out.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, these guys do it every day.
I would love for you guys to interview a producer, a Love Island producer, and just ask them like, what is your process?
I would love
And do
you
do
guys to
math?
do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't even think, producer has, the word producer has gotten so like warped into things that is not, in a good way and a bad way. Producers do more over here and less over there, but it is, that shit is as high entertaining as lowbrow entertainment can be. Oh man, you would fucking hate it. I really think we should do something where it's like you have to watch it as a punishment.
If we think of something good, I'll obviously do that.
I mean, John said when I explained the idea of movie night is the most sadistic thing I've ever heard. It's you go to another house, you fool around, do whatever you want without your girlfriend, and then you come back to your house, and you watch the movie of everything you did with the other girls with your girlfriend.
But like
It's like and John was like, I would put a bullet in my head before I ever did that with my girlfriend.
But I also wouldn't. I'd go to the other house and I'd think there's a lot of cameras around here.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's why. I mean, these are like a bunch of like horny 22-year-old dudes. Also, I think there's something to be said for like, in the moment you're like, I love this girl, right? And then it's like you come up for air a little bit. Even just going to another villa, you're not going back to the real world, but you're just like getting another. You're changing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think you're like, oh, wait a minute. I've only been seeing her for like a week. So, like this girl seems really great, so I'm not going to like miss the opera. The whole point of the show is go fuck a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Like the girls are like, how could you do this? It's like, you're on Love Island. It's not supposed to be like, go get monogamous and then just like, play house together. But I mean, the idea of watching that footage with multiple girls, like, because the new girl's mad that you're back with the old girl, and the old girl's mad that she's seen what you did with the new girl, and it's like, why? It's like just taking a hornet's nest and putting it on your head. It's fucking insane, man. Bees. All right, voicemails.
Yep.
Right.
What's up, fights? Kevin, Jackie, Pavs. It's me again. Walking my dog. Say what up to the zoo. She pooped. Good girl. So my sister-in-law, who also listens to this podcast, it'd be very funny if she hears this, just got bit by a Lone Star tick. The big thing with a Lone Star tick, as you may remember from the Billy Football Chronicles with it, is that you can become allergic to red meat for the rest of your life. Well, turns out that might be happening to her right now. So I think the question to ask here is, what would be the worst thing to become allergic to in terms of food for the rest of your life if you were to get bit by this tick? And then secondly, as a bonus question, kind of want to know your thoughts on like the worst tiny task. I have a really hard time taking belts out of pants. I just really hate it, like to the point where sometimes I'll fold my pants like back up into my drawers with the belt still on, and have ruined many khaki pants due to a darker leather belt. So yeah, those are my fun little questions for you guys today.
If a tick could bite you and make you allergic to one type of food, one thing, what would be the worst thing for you?
It's sugar.
Yeah, I mean, sugar's almost like so broad, but yeah, I mean that would be the answer. I mean, if you had to specify it more though, like because you love your soury, sugary things, but like you love your peanut butter cups. Like,
and
would you
I love
want
my chocolate?
Right.
I love
So okay, sugar. Almost, I would imagine like everybody would think sugar, right?
Sugar. I mean, it's sugar by a lot. Last night I was in front of my fridge eating Domino's cheesy bread that I'd ordered on Friday, and like
I'm getting cheesy bread tonight. I haven't had that in so long, dude. Oh.
I have to open my freezer when I open my fridge at night because the fridge light has gone out. So I'd like to see. I have to open the freezer, and so I was standing there.
You know why that happened, right?
Yeah,
Because you stand in front of your
stand in
fridge.
front.
Yeah, like that's supposed to like not like I think the light should last a lifetime.
I didn't think it could
you
possibly go out.
Yeah.
I didn't-
So you have to open the freezer.
I open the freezer so I
That
can see in the
is
fridge.
so goddamn funny.
And
That's
I
the
was
fattest thing I ever heard.
I was
That's the
sitting
fattest
there.
thing ever.
So then I placed the box of the cheesy bread in the freezer, just so like nice little table, right? So
Yeah.
I had it open and I was
Nice
just
little
standing,
table.
and I was just sitting there dipping it into the marinara sauce and eating it, and I was like looking into the abyss of the fridge, and I was like, this is dark, man. Like, I mean, it's a thing that's not supposed to go out.
I'm eating cheesy bread on my freezer table while I look into my dark fridge.
You think you know darkness? You think you know depression? Does your fridge light work? Because it doesn't happen to happy people. Happy people's lights don't go out.
No, it does not. I mean, the refrigerator light is on no more than like 5 seconds at a time. It's usually like 1 second. Open, take what you need, close it. Maybe you have to look for something. Maximum it could possibly be is like 30 seconds and you close the door. Yours is probably on for like minutes at a time. And it's just, it's one of those like little, it's like a easy bake oven light bulb. It's like, it's got like one little film in it and it's probably just like, we're trying so hard. He keeps the door open for so long.
And I was just like sitting there like, this is fucking such a problem, man. And it's been like it didn't go out last night. Like, it's been out for a year plus. It's been out for a long time.
I don't think you can replace
I
it.
don't
I
think
think you have
I'd
to buy a
love
whole
for you
new
to
fridge.
call the refrigerator people and be like, hey, I'm looking for a replacement. Like, what do you mean it went out?
Like the fridge, you mean? No, the light. Just the light bulb. I think you have to get a whole new one.
What do you mean it went out? Like, I don't know. It doesn't go on anymore.
Bro, you need to get one of those lights you can like stick on the wall. Like, you need like a night light inside your fridge. That's like motion activated, the same way the fucking light bulb is.
It's crazy.
That is so
It is.
bad.
But that's how much I eat at night in front of my fridge. Is that it's out. It's
We
gone.
did a deleted out of order sketch where we invented glow in the dark invented glow in the dark ice cream, but glow in the dark ice cream cup so you could find it in bed when you lose it.
Still, I've never seen it's a very funny premise. It's something we should do if it obviously doesn't work. But it was. But that's good. But I'm saying all this to say, like, that's how much sugar. When I'm sitting in front of my fridge, I'm not eating fucking salads. I'm eating sugar.
Yeah.
And I'm eating lots
of it.
And I get so happy. Like, I'll giggle to myself while I eat. I'm like, I'll have a peanut butter cup, and then I'll see, like,
That's the fattest thing ever.
like, I'll have a peanut butter cup, and then I'll see, I don't know, dark
Something else.
chocolate,
Ooh.
and I'll go,
I got more.
like,
Bro, I mean, I've been doing that my whole life though. Like, yeah, when I'm like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna turn on the TV, I'm gonna open up that box of donuts. It's gonna have that snap.
It is. I mean,
I have
I
a
understand
visceral
it's like
reaction.
the only thing I talk about, but it does consume. It's
A
the
lot
only
of
thing
your
I
life.
do every day. It's-
The only thing you can count on every day is that I will eat that sugar at night. If you had to narrow it down from sugar to a specific, like, would you like give up Sour Patch Kids before you give up chocolate?
right now I'm in a chocolate mode.
Yeah.
I go back and forth with modes.
Chocolate to me is king. Like, you need it for everything: for cake, for brownies, for cookies, for chocolate bars, for every baked good, all the pastries. Chocolate.
It probably would. I would probably keep chocolate, but like right now I'm in chocolate. I'm in physical chocolate mode, and then I wash that down with a popsicle, and so I get like my sweet from there. And I like how you're making a face like I do. I'd make 9 of those strips a night.
Yeah, right.
What I do to my body is disgusting.
I mean, it makes sense because like you work out so much that if you cut that out, you would be like in perfect shape.
I keep telling myself that, but I'm just like, I don't know.
But
I like,
but I think the way you do it is good.
I'm just like, I don't know, this is what I like to do.
It's
I like to
actually
eat.
when they say like do everything in moderation, you are the extreme opposite. But you're like, I work out so hard. I work hard, play hard. It's like, I work out so much so that I can have my fucking refrigerator light go out while I eat, chocolate popsicle ice cream mix-ups. Like
I would guarantee, like a hard, firm guarantee, that I eat double the amount of calories Jackie eats in a day after 10 p.m.
Just after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Can we do that for it? Can you calorie count for like a day?
Yeah.
Calorie count for like a day for a week, and so we'll see. Like, because I'm sure some days you eat more, some days you eat less, and then you do the same thing.
I mean,
just after 10 p.m.
2,500 calories
After
10 p.m.
It's like textbook,
Easy.
bro. It's textbook what they tell you not to do. Like if you just stop doing that, you could probably, if you just ate it like at 8 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock, you'd probably be like.
Well, I've started eating my
Early.
like I'll
John's having dessert or having dinner at like 4 o'clock. So
I'll
he can
eat the more fattening stuff at 10, and then at like come midnight 1 a.m.
Oh, that 10's early.
Yeah. Then I'm eating like the sugar-free stuff.
I mean, it's disgusting. But I'm having a pint of ice cream and fucking chocolate-covered pretzels in my jam right now. I get these bags.
You eat healthy though, like you're always eating salads and
that's
shit.
why. But that's
why
why
you throw it all away.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I like to do.
no, because he does it. He's not throwing it away. To him, it's enjoyable. He's a fat man.
I've thought about like not doing it. I'm like, I don't know. It's what I like to do. So
If you ever needed to though, because you also are a guy who can just like flip a switch. So if like there was a health scare or for some reason getting in shape, like if we ever did like a weight loss challenge where there was like a legitimate prize, I think you could just stop doing that.
Oh,
but I don't know.
sure.
You've recently been talking like you're pretty addicted.
It is, but it's only once I eat it. But I could not eat it.
You think so?
Yeah. If I wanted to lose 20 pounds next month, I could do
You
it.
could do it. Yeah. I don't know though. You everybody says that until you got sugar brain. Once you catch the sugars, it's hard to just like turn that shit off. I mean, like when I'm about to have like my snacks, which is, you just sound like such a child, Like I remember when Segura got in shape, he was like, just stop being a little child. You need to have cookies at night. You need to have your cake after dinner. Like, just be an adult. And I'm like, you're right. But when I'm about to, like, my mouth starts watering. I'm sure all the chemicals in my brain fire off. Like, it's the real deal. Where it's like, give it to us. Yes, more. Do you have like a sweet tooth?
Yeah, I mean, like I don't like. I try and not act on it as much, but like I.
What's like your poison?
A chocolate.
Chocolate.
Anything chocolate.
What's the best thing though for you?
Chocolate cake.
Cake.
Yeah.
I think cake's at the bottom of my list.
Really?
Like just like a cake with frosting.
Dude, you know what? I've been doing Yasso bars.
Oh yeah.
And there's just like, it's like a 150 cal, like lightweight ice cream kind of deal, but it's like I get these mint chocolate ones that are covered in a chocolate thing, and like that's a healthier one. So I eat that around midnight, a little later. And like when I get up to go to the freezer, if you had a camera, I'm just like the gayest little boy. I'm like, yeah, so I'm like singing a song in my head. I'm like, ooh, time for yasso. It is. Yeah.
Wow, I would have kept that one to myself, bro. What I'm sick of is like I eat these chocolate covered pretzels that are like there's like 20 in a bag. I'm like, I'm gonna put a bag down.
Yeah.
I'll put like 2 bags. If I'm eating chocolate covered pretzels, like little ones, like I'll have 40 of those. And that's 2 bags. Fuck that. You're just packaging it wrong.
The serving sizes are
Ridiculous. It's like you need to specify like, okay, this is like a serving size for like a 100-pound girl. It's crazy. What was the second question here? It was another good one.
I always think to
worst
myself,
little task.
Michael Phelps used to eat 8,000 calories a day.
Greatest athlete of all time. Used to eat as much as he wanted.
It's like when you're drinking a lot and you're like, Keith Richards is fine.
What's the worst little task you have to do?
I'm bad with belts. I won't take my belt off my pants until I need it.
I don't. I mean, I'm a hook guy, so I just hang. Like I don't fold any of my my clothes. I don't put them on hangers, and I don't put them in drawers. I just hang.
You just have everything's hanging.
Yeah, like I'm getting like my bedroom renovated, and we're talking about the closet, and they're like, do you want like shelves? Do you want like cubbies? Do you want this and that? And I just want hooks.
You're like cramming with levels. Jerry.
Yes.
Hooks everywhere.
Yes, I've used that example before because I just take my pants off and I just hang it on a belt loop. I mean, shirts, whatever, but like pants are just hung everywhere when you walk in. So I'm a big leave the belt on until you need, especially if it's like jeans that I rewear every day because I'll switch it when I need to. But chances are I'm going to probably put those back on anyway. Anything laundry to me. I can do the dishes. I'll run the dishwasher. I'll put it away. I'll even clean them by hand. I'll do, I'll take out the garbage. I'll wipe down the counters. But the laundry, it's just such an up and down, back and forth process. Gotta put it in, go back upstairs, come back down, switch it over, go back down, grab it out, fold it, bring it upstairs. So anything that's clothes related, that's why wash and fold to me is the greatest service that humanity provides.
Yeah, wash and fold is a big one.
When they're like,
but I don't have stairs, so it doesn't matter. Like, I
don't
like
care,
I
bro.
like doing laundry in my house.
I have a washer and dryer in my house. I do wash and fold.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm fine with laundry.
Oh, it comes, they're like it's 70 cents a pound. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Take my credit card and run as much money as you want, as long as you keep returning me those perfect cubes of folded up clothes that I just live out of the bag. I just rip a hole in the bag and I just take t-shirts out of there. Oh, it's amazing. And it's like $25 or whatever. I don't even.
My lawn, I just put it on the couch and just it takes 3 minutes to fold and I'm just watching TV. It's not.
I guess maybe because I have kids and I'm doing like extra laundry, it takes a little longer now. But I mean, I take a bag, I throw it outside my door, and the next day it's back and folded. It's magic. It's like they come at like 5 a.m., grab it, fold it, it's back at 5 a.m. the next day. It's like, did I time travel? What happened? It's unbelievable. Next voicemail.
What's up, KFC Fights? I was listening to a episode from a while back ago, and you guys were talking about Dante being criminally horny publicly. It kind of reminded me of something we did kind of back in the day during Sunday Scaries after a party or so, recapping the night. Just kind of talking about how out there and horny some of the guys would be during the party before. So we actually came up with a system where we would rank every brother based on how horny they were. But then we kind of discovered horniness is a spectrum. So we made a political compass for horniness that we would place the guys in. And we had on one axis public or private. And the other axis was weird or funny.
I love it.
So examples of private would be, some guy getting tied up behind closed doors. No one ever knew about it. The next day he talks about it. Public is going to be that guy that goes up, sniffs some girl's hair and everyone sees it. Then you got, your weird or funny. Funny's going to be that guy who can just go up to a girl and do pretty much anything. Grab a girl by the chin, somehow works out. And then weird's going to be that guy who, professes his love to some chick at the bar or, worse. So I guess
I love
just
that.
want you guys to kind of ponder on that. And
That's a
kind of
good
place
scale
some scenarios.
system.
It's a good scale. I wouldn't say they're the best examples.
Yeah, if a guy sniffed my
Grabbing by
hair
the
or grabbed my chin, I would be like, get out.
I think he what he said though is like, and it somehow works. Like there are guys who, whatever they say or do. Like if I did that, it would be assault, and he does it, and the girl's like swoon. But weird, funny, private, public are like the four realms of horniness.
Dante's would be in a firm corner of weird and public.
Weird and public. You're all the way up there.
We did
and
gloss
then I'm
over
probably
him.
like firmly like weird private. I'm down here. You're over there. You're up there. There's a box. It's all a box.
The Dante tweets are so funny because I don't know if you even know this, that he just
I mean, he's having a field day with Trump, right?
but he's like individually just reply. He has the same tweet. You just keep saying.
He's one of those guys.
He has it to like 9 different people.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that
just
happens
like-
to me a lot. Like I'll see a troll who says something like particularly like out of whack, where I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. And then I see that he's like it'll be about the Mets, and I see he sends it to like SNY and the actual Met channel and the player who did it, and he's just sending the same exact tweet.
Yeah.
Dante's
CIA up to their old tricks.
And he just sends it to everybody. That's not even like, worth repeating. If he had some like, special thing that like only he
I'm
came
just
up.
wondering, CIA up to their old tricks?
I feel like he also said that Biden was behind it. So I'm like, which one is it, bro?
Yeah.
Is it Biden's fault? Or
I
the
don't
CIA's
understand
fault,
the
you idiot?
Biden's behind it situation because we're just going to steal the election again. Why would I kill?
It is funny. It is funny how much.
It's probably easier when you're actually the president rather than the incumbent. I'm just going to steal it again.
when everybody who's been like calling people on the right like crazy conspiracy theorists, like Pizzagate and all that shit, now all of a sudden this assassination thing is totally fake. It's all a false flag operation. Everybody becomes a conspiracy theorist when you're politically motivated and your feet are to the fire. Everything is fake. I saw that one.
That's why I wanted to be careful with the gunshot thing. If they say it's what happened, it's what happened.
Right.
But I just don't think they're saying it's what happened.
There was one guy on Reddit being like, he rolls with. He's been on the WWE before. He hangs out in Vince McMahon circles. He knows how to do these things. That was a blood packet that he put on his own head, and it's
Called
all fake.
up his boy Kurt Schilling beforehand. I know that game.
I'd almost be like, you know what? If it was a false flag operation, he gets my vote because they can pull off some shit.
Yeah,
they're great actors, they're great executors. They can do it all because that was fucking unbelievable.
Dante had that tweet yesterday too. He's just the best. I guess he's at something in Chicago, and or maybe he's in Cleveland because I think the RNC is in Cleveland. And he's like, it's not for a week, and this place is already locked down. If I try and climb a ladder right now, I won't even make it up. I want to prove it.
I was gonna say, climb a ladder. Climb a fucking ladder.
But
I think you would be funny private.
Funny private?
Yeah. I think like when you're in bed, you're like goofing around with chicks, like laughing and shit, right?
Yeah.
So you'd probably maybe get to the weird side of things too, but mostly funny. Behind closed, you're not publicly horny.
I would say
Privately
funny
horny,
private.
and you're like goofing around.
Yeah, I think that's an
What are
accurate
you?
Me?
one. Yeah.
Definitely private. Maybe just. I don't think funny. Maybe just scared.
That was the most honest answer in the history of this podcast. Just scared. Just scared.
What are you scared of, pal?
Somebody get in there and scare me, man.
That was unbelievable.
That's fucking.
I don't know. Maybe just scared.
What about you? Scary? Where are you, Jackie?
Private.
I knew you were gonna say that.
That's probably something a private person would say.
Private scared.
Probably just
Yeah, it was an impossible situation for you there. You couldn't follow up. Private scared.
Next up.
Happy 4th of July, KFC, and Fights, and everyone. In honor of the 4th of July, I was thinking a lot about the Founding Fathers. And I think everyone would agree that if you had sex with George Washington, it would be horrible. It would probably smell, wouldn't be very good. All around bad experience. No idea where the clit is. So I was wondering, what year or what president do you think finally started having good sex?
That's a great question.
Then,
Funny public.
adding on to that, if you had to go,
This dog is.
if the Founding Father came to 2024, what would really send them over the top or give them a heart attack?
I love when
would
dogs
it
do
be
this.
just seeing women today?
Just
would it
making
be
it as hard as he can on himself.
getting called a founding daddy? What would do it? I think
Look at him.
they
He's
could
just
easily
laying
go
on
by
top
sex.
of it.
And then I guess if you had to go and have sex with someone 250 years ago or today, or 250 years like in the future, which would be a worse experience?
Okay, that's a good question too, because the same way. Well, all right, let's start in the beginning. I think while she's right about George probably smelling and being gross and shit, I think for its time, George Washington was like, if you fuck George Washington, I mean, first of all, he was huge for his time.
6'2", right?
Yeah, he was like, he's big enough that girls would swoon in this day and age. In that day and age, girls fucking a 6'2" guy. Literally, it's like your whole colonial life you've been fucking little boys, and now you're getting dicked down by a man. That's straight up why George Washington is who he was.
Yeah,
he was huge. They were like, you're the general, you're the boss, whatever, dude. Little Alexander Hamilton was like, whatever you say, man. So I think that girls, like, if you went back in time and you're used to hygiene and sex the way it is right now, maybe it wouldn't be good. But back then, if you're in the colonies and you're fucking George, you're like gossiping to the girls the next day, being like, George threw down. He gave you that fucking that presidential dick.
His mouth was a little woody.
But. So all that old sex does suck. But I don't know. There's something. I feel like you fuck a president, like it's so much. I think for so many girls, it's about status and stuff. Like whether or not he like those presidents really threw down, I don't know. But you fuck a president, you're going back and you're like bragging about it. It's the president.
Yeah,
it's the fucking president. It's like same thing as fucking an athlete or somebody. You're like, I fucked McKinley. I fucked Polk. I don't care.
Look at you with this fucking wealth of knowledge of presidents, dropping McKinley and Polk on us.
Well, that's, I mean, of course,
look at me.
Listen,
I know more than Washington, Lincoln, Kennedy, and the current guy.
If you fuck Abraham Lincoln, you're like, that's a big deal. I think it's a big deal if you fuck the unknowns. I think if you fuck like Lyndon Johnson, your girl, you're running back being like, I fucked LBJ.
You know what's weird? I just thought of that. Like, I was gonna make a joke that it's so weird that we get riled up for presidents because odds are no one's gonna know. Like, it's not gonna be a big deal. Like most presidents, people don't know who the fuck.
Yeah.
But I think in our era, like every president's been a big president.
I mean, I would still say I know what you mean, but there are still a lot of people out there who could probably name most of other presidents.
I don't think so. You name more than, like, you think a lot of people can name more than 20.
If you really like put like pen to paper and start to think about it, I think you could. Because you get like 5 or 10.
But we don't know.
away.
Like, we won't be able to know their party.
Right.
Like,
but I'm just saying, in terms of, maybe we should do this as like a little quiz.
I could probably get.
Because I think you start
35.
to get more than you think. Yeah, and there's only 46.
But I don't know anything about most of them.
Agreed.
So that's why I think it's so weird to like get. But then like when you think about our presidents, you get like Clinton. The Clintons will be around forever.
Yep.
Obama, first black. That's going to be remembered.
Yep.
Bush, obviously.
Just the name.
Trump, obviously.
Yep.
Biden will probably be forgot. But like,
Biden will be forgotten, but not really because he was like opposite Trump in a way. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost like Trump will make him be memorable.
Yeah, probably.
You don't really remember who loses.
Yeah, I was gonna say I only remember like Dewey versus Truman because of that headline.
Yeah,
I don't remember a ton of the other like.
Right.
Although I guess Dewey never became president. At least Biden did become president. So I don't know.
But I still think like I'm just thinking about some chick being like, girls, I fucked Grover Cleveland last night. Like, Ulysses S. Grant, his head game is crazy.
Grant was the president?
Was he? I don't know.
That was one I wouldn't get.
Maybe I'm out over my skis now. I think he was, wasn't he?
I don't think
so.
Yeah,
because he's on. I think because he's on money, and I think like Benjamin Franklin's the one president who's not. The one guy on the money who's not president.
It's probably like after they stopped actually going into battle is when it stops being like cool.
Yeah.
Like
that stopped pretty fucking quickly.
An old guy.
I don't think most.
But
of
a lot of presidents, even after they went into battle, became president after they served.
True. Yeah. Right. I mean, I would say for me, Teddy Roosevelt, because he was like, he was the Rough Rider, but I think he was like a badass who like a bad boy that girls would be like, I fucked Teddy, and he was pretty long time ago. Right. like Woodrow Wilson, that might be the one guy that you're not bragging about. You could be like, girls, I fucked the president last night, and they'd be like, it's Woodrow Wilson. Calm your shit.
I don't know. Warren C. Harding.
That's a bad one too.
Yeah.
There's a stretch right there. Calvin from Woodrow Wilson. Taft is the fat guy who got stuck in the. So at least you know something about him. Woodrow Wilson to Harding to Coolidge to Hoover. Ugh. And then FDR comes in like, I'm that dude. You know?
It's so weird how you remember things. Like I just remember Herbert Hoover's a president from I think it's Home Alone 2, because the neighbor hasn't had a phone since Hoover was in office.
Really?
And like I don't know why I remember that.
That stuck with you there. Who is that one? Benjamin who? Right above Hoover?
Benjamin Harrison?
Never.
No.
You could put a gun to my head. I would have got to 45 presidents, and never in a million years would I have got Benjamin Harrison.
Millard Fillmore is not ringing a bell to me at all.
Nope.
That's a tough one
I
too.
guess Fillmore, yeah.
But Benjamin Harrison, like if you said to me who's Benjamin Harrison, I would have been like, is he an actor?
Yeah.
Like,
I would have said he's a football player.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But okay, so I would say looking back on it, sex gets good. I think at Teddy Teddy Roosevelt was an outlier though, because then there's that run where it sucks. I think where like you can keep fucking presidents is probably Kennedy.
Yeah.
Gerald Ford was old as shit, but everybody else, I think if you fucked him, it was kind of like, and now Biden's ruining it because he's old. But could you imagine right now if we had a president that was a presidential candidate that was like 42 years old, in shape, head of hair, blue eyes, educated, could talk, like it would be like, oh my god.
I think that was a viral tweet after the debate. Was like, I'm being so serious. The president should be 45 years old and 45 years old. 45 years old.
Should be a 45-year-old man.
And hot as fuck.
But it makes sense though, because all those guys are like, I'm gonna go be a CEO and make billions. I'm not doing this dumbass job where somebody might blow my head off. No fucking thank you, dude. Who would you? Who you got a crush on?
Okay, politics completely aside, I actually think that Bush's personality is so cute. Like he has just like the cute. I saw a documentary on him in school, and I remember
so funny because he's like such a war criminal.
Yeah.
He was hard. What
Everything-
he did. There's so much blood on his hands, but now he like paints and he's cute.
No, everything
Greatest
like
marketing team of all time,
completely
ever.
aside.
But it's crazy
Like,
that
obviously
that he has that. It's like, he remember his first pitch.
Yeah.
It's like, remember the war he made up.
It is like I completely agree that like Bush loved George W.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
absolutely.
What?
FDR looks like he was kind of a looker. I don't remember. I mean, it's tough, obviously. No, didn't have it all going on, but
Biden Young was cute.
yeah, he was a good looking.
Biden Young?
Yeah.
That was a whole plot line in Parks and Rec.
That was I mean,
It
early on,
was during the Obama administration.
he,
but like Leslie
he was
Knope
Cool Joe,
obsessed
right?
with
Like
Biden.
he was,
he
like he had the glasses, the leather jacket.
I wrote a blog.
And then what happened was, it was 25 years ago.
I wrote a blog during the first post-Obama.
Oh, stud,
Yeah.
dude, stud.
The first post-Obama election, where I was like, it'll be the first time in my lifetime that the president isn't cool. Like, I had Clinton, I had George W., I had Obama. Like, at least like they were like cool, charismatic dudes. And then it was going to be Trump versus Hillary. And I was like, well, this is the first time, no matter who wins, like it's not a cool person.
Right.
And that has carried on for
quite a while now. Quite a while. Can't believe nobody stepped up, but I kind of can, because it's just like, I'm not going to do this shitty job. Kind of incentivize me a little bit more. I'm going to risk my life and be
you know how you guys like to brag about how the president makes $160,000?
Yeah,
not interested.
not good marketing. It's like, I make no money and guaranteed that at least 50% of the country wants me dead. I'm all set on that, man.
I'm sure they make more than $160,000 now, but I heard that once.
Well, yeah, I mean, you write your books and you do your appearances and shit, but it's like, you know, you never have to pay for anything again. But it's like, I'd rather just go be like a billionaire by, you know, whatever else. And then, so this is an interesting thought. If sex 200 years ago was like gross, will sex 200 years from now, what we do, be considered gross? But I think there's a really big defining, like, before running water and after running water sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, we're all clean and well-groomed from now until the end of time. But I wonder if it's kind of like Demolition Man. Remember that movie? Where they put
know of it, but I haven't
they
seen
put
it.
you put like this headset on, and it's like that's how you have sex. You put it on, I put it on, and we both just like come, and they're like, you touch each other, like you like finger her, like that's gross. You know, you don't do that anymore. So I wonder if there'll be something where it's like, you used to put like the dick in your mouth. Oh my god, we don't do that anymore.
Sex in 250 years is gonna be an absolute nightmare.
What do you think it'll all be just robots and shit?
I don't even. I think everyone's gonna have a dick.
Expand.
I mean, like, judging by the front page of Pornhub, like not front page, but Brazzers has people with dicks fucking people with dicks now. That's the mainstream one. And like,
my man, that's your algorithm. That's your algo. Telling on yourself. Dude,
every time
200 years, that's gonna be your sex.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
All
right, I'll check it out.
Can I tell you something? I watch so little porn now.
I don't watch a lot of porn either.
I watch it so infrequently. I am so disappointed by my front page. I'm like, this sucks. Dude, it's just like girl having sex doggy style. I'm like, bleh, bleh, blah. Where's the stuff that I used to get?
It's all,
because it was all, you know, when I was going frequently and it was feeding me what I want. Now it's like threesome. It's like, it's all like so boring.
I go to the front page of porn, I'm gonna get turned off.
Yeah, legit. I'm like, I'm more like appalled by how vanilla it is that I'm like, I'm out of the mood now.
That's what it starts crazy, and then I scroll down and it's just like, I'm like, well, I don't know if I can watch this random Eastern European person have sex either. None of this is for me.
I got to get my search up so that it just, you know, I'm just gonna go to Pornhub every day and just throw in a keyword just to keep the register ringing, you know, even if I don't jerk off, just so when the moment comes, I don't need to fucking scroll for 10 pages.
Isn't Steve-O getting tits?
I heard that.
I heard it was always his thing to be like, my final like stunt is gonna be that, and then I think like very recently, like this month, a clinic, plastic surgery like clinic, like said, we'll do it for you.
The
Much
dick
like
on
the
the
dick
head
on the
was
face.
it's a bridge too far for me.
Yeah, it's kind of like you are now a like carnival act, where you used to kind of be a stunt man, you know, and now it's just like, oh, this is getting a little weird. But I also appreciate that he's like, he just doesn't fucking care. That is crazy to be like, I'll just have tits. Like that's not a thing that.
I think it was done by a gambler back in the day. There was someone a long time ago, I don't know if it was a gambler or comedian, or what, who was in debt, and someone was like, if you just get breast implants for a year, I'll wipe your debt clean.
Let's Google
and the
that.
person did it. Because I remember seeing like a black and white picture.
That is, I was gonna say, you got to be like desperate.
Yeah.
You know? But if it's like that or my kneecaps, I'll fucking, you know, I'll do it. I would try almost anything before I, you know, like I'll make this money some other way.
Yeah.
Before I get tits.
A full set of tits.
Full tits. Those guys are guys who like just want tits. It's like, how about I'll get tits.
Yeah.
Would that be cool? Like, I totally don't want to, but like I'll do it for the stunt.
There's a contract waiting for me. So.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, you'll have an OnlyFans going right away. All right, we good?
Good.
All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Click that button.
Or I'll cut off my finger.